There is one last sort of set of things we can do to some text. And those things are warping it and applying effects to it. Again, these are things that you can do with text while keeping it live, editable, vector-based, whatever you want to say it. So first thing, let's go through warping it. I've made a new document. I've put some text in here. It says warpy. And with that text there, I'm going to come up here to the contextual menu, and I'm going to hit that little T. It's like pops up this little thing that says warp text, and we have a whole bunch of options. So once I select one of those options, you get some variables. You also get a preview, and you can play around with it however you would like. And again, it is all still live, meaning you can continue to edit the text even though it is in this big goofy shape. So now it says pennant. Let's make it a little bit taller. That P is really not very pennant-like. There you go. Cool. So now I've gone in and made this type that says pennant look kind of like a pennant. Kind of. We can still go in and edit that a little bit. So that is the first category, that is warp. It's a little heavy-handed, a little silly. The other thing we can do to our type is we can apply effects to it. Effects in Photoshop are not spelled with an E, they're spelled just FX, which is silly. Come over here to my layers menu, select the layer that has my text on it, and then I can come down here to the bottom of my layers menu where it says FX. And I can choose any of these. Let's see. Inner glow? Sure. I can go ahead and apply any kind of pattern, texture, whatever it is that I would like to my layer using, there we go, using those effects. So now we have pennant, it has this goofy effect applied to it. Those effects pop up underneath the layer menu. Underneath the text layer. Let's rename it so I don't fail the class. Let's rename it something that is spelled properly. Is that even how you spell pennant? I can't even tell. So there we go, and if I double click on that effect, I can go back in and adjust it further. And again, if I did discover I had spelled it wrong, I can edit it because it is still magically live text. So those are all the effects that we can do to type. I'm going to go on and talk a little bit about what you can do with text on a path. But go ahead and take some time and experiment with this a little bit because you will need it for your homework, I think. I don't know. I'll talk about the homework in a sec.